Let's go.
Episode 20. And we're back together again. I get to roast him in person. Just blessed. Like it's been too long. This is probably honestly like low-key, probably only like the third or fourth episode, and we've done this. We need to get together more often for you guys. It's more fun this way.
It is.
We are going to have a guest join us shortly. Stay tuned for that.
Got our merch up there too. It's gonna fall at some point in this episode. So just be ready for that giant.
So when it hits Spinny in the head, don't be scared.
It's a jump scare for him,
True. Well, before we dive into our topics today, I think we want to talk about this new update in Brittany Griner situation, don't we?
Yeah, we probably should, huh? What do y'all think about that?
Detainment extended 6 more months.
Obviously just a ploy, right? I mean, here's the deal. They're just trying to bargain her for somebody. And at this point, they're going to extend it and she's going to be found guilty until they negotiate someone they get from the U.S. That's the whole thing. This whole thing is essentially a sham just to get to the point where they can trade it for something or somebody that they want. It's political BS from Russia. I mean, the U.S. does it too. So right. It's political BS from politicians. So I guess I shouldn't be too surprised about that one, huh?
Honestly, not surprised. It just sucks that she's stuck in the middle of that. All this BS. I mean, who knows? Like, just saying 6 months from now, she finally gets let go. That's like, it'll be like 8 months by then. 8-9 months that she would have spent in a Russian jail. Bruh.
At least no one's messing with her.
Right. They are in constant communication, knowing that she's okay. So that is the one plus about that situation.
And, no one in the prison's messing with her. I mean, she's gigantic, so obviously she beat up anybody else in prison, so at least she's got
never know them Russians, man.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Anyways, that does really suck though, especially in the political game that's going on. So hopefully we can figure something out and get her back here with us. So even though I doubt it, because let's be optimistic today. Optimism on the pod for Bus. Come on.
Yeah.
Not enough of that going on.
I'm usually such a pessimist
these days.
Another brief news here. We're not going to dive into too much because it's a fat dub for us. Big dub for us. Fucking Avalanche. They won. They did it.
Won. Avalanche. World champs.
21 years it's been since their last Stanley Cup.
Saddens me to say it. I wish it was the Wild. So,
right. Screw the Avalanche. But.
Yeah, we all hate the Avalanche, But yeah, good for them. Good for a win. Obviously, a lot of younger stars on that team, so they got it done. Another former Wild player getting a ship. Darcy Kemper, my guy, who was awful for us. I shouldn't call him my guy, but
he was.
But he got the job done. Congrats to them. They stopped the three-peat. I was about to give hockey fans all the crap for parody. We get parody over the NBA, man. So, the Avalanche saved y'all from that, so good for them.
Facts.
So.
Well, let's dive into the first topic. We're going to do this Fat L's and Big Dubs topic. We introduced it a couple episodes ago, and we got some more to share now. We might as well start with the L's. Get those out
L's,
first, right? Save the dubs for last.
No, because then I have to relive this thing that we're about to relive right here.
Good.
Why? Good.
I'm going to start with my first L, and it's the Celtics picking in 7. They obviously lost in 6, so that's an L by me. I had picked the Warriors, actually, all throughout the playoffs, which is something you probably wouldn't expect from me, and then for some reason I flipped in the finals. I'm an idiot. So, but that jumps to this kid's L, which is the biggest L we have seen on this pod. I'll let him go for it.
This is definitely the biggest L on this segment, that's for sure. We got me picking the Warriors, then going back on my pick and picking the Celtics, and then the Celtics lost on top of that. So we just big, giant, huge L's for me on that entire segment. And
switched his pick mid-series. Who does that?
It's tough for me, but yeah. So I'm not gonna relive that too much because you guys already know how awful that was for me. Not only did my team lose, but I picked against my team to start, then went with them because I had faith. Then they lost. So yeah, big tough for me. in that series. We did have a positive, which you'll find later on my dub segment. But, yeah, major L's.
My next fat L. I guess this is probably not even that bad of an L, but I did pick 4 guys in my mock draft that ended up in the second round. That's probably actually a decent number, but I just put it as an L because the 4 guys that I had, I thought for sure they'd go in the first round. So I'll accept that L. And the worst being EJ Liddell. Spinny and I both had him 18th. He fell to what? 41?
Yeah,
42?
41.
Something like that. Just
41.
ridiculous. Another one would be Hardy. I had him going 21st, and he fell to second round, somewhere in the second round. Minot, I had him going 30th. He fell to us, at least. We got him, the Wolves. And Kenny Chandler, I had him 27th. I thought for sure he'd slide in there late first round, but he slid to the second, obviously due to his height, or lack of height, I should say. But yeah, I'll accept that as an L by me.
See, Bus kind of downplayed that. The L segment's supposed to be an L segment, not a justify my crap segment. That's why I did not put a mock draft one in there, because everyone gets the mock draft wrong. Go look at all the mock drafts. They all suck. We all suck. Nobody knows. They're too secretive about that crap because they have to be. Yeah, but mock draft, that's a cop-out because then you just justified it the whole time instead of just admitting the L.
What do you mean? I said I'll accept that
You
L.
admitted it after you justified it. So you kind of
said it right away.
It's kind of like the humble brag of admitting things. You know what I mean?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough. My L, on the other hand, is a big one that I will accept and I deserve a punishment for. And even on to the punishment itself, which is that I haven't worn a Kansas shirt yet. Sheesh. We're getting to that point now, boys and girls and peeps, where it's tough. It's tough for me. I did
This
bring
happened
out,
in March.
Yeah.
End of March.
I
April,
did bring out my
my
cover for my shirt cover today, which I don't know if y'all can see that. But welcome to yeah, there we go. Bus sucks. He was commenting about me not using his piece of paper, so I had to just make sure I used it for him. But who knows? Anyways, back to my L segment. Jeez, I'm skipping it too. So yeah, I don't know. The Kansas shirt will come, but
will it though?
It's been
At this
3.5 months. So.
At this point, I want a whole Kansas jumpsuit or something.
Jumpsuit?
The punishment has to be worse. It's been weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
You deserve a worse punishment.
You're right, but we'll see if it happens.
Probably won't, knowing him.
No, because I'm kind of his big bro, so he just kind of does whatever I
Big bro.
say. Yeah,
Nice.
it's kind of tough for him. But all right, that was my L's. I deserve them. Give them to me.
I do have one more L, and this is a shared L. He's not talking about it, but he knows it's an L, and it's because we thought the Kings would be smart.
Yeah.
When are the Kings ever smart? Why did I think the
Yeah.
Kings would, one, trade their pick for more assets to help them win now, like they're apparently trying to do, or two, pick Jay Nyby, the clear number 4th pick? Didn't do either. Nice. They picked Keegan Murray. Not going to try to hate on him too much because obviously we haven't seen him play, but
I think Shaden or Ivy would have been the pick over
Why-
Keegan Murray
why
there, personally.
I don't know why we thought the Kings wouldn't be done. Like,
Yeah,
that's just,
we messed up.
That's an L by
We
us,
really
so.
did. That was our own L. Yep.
Well, with
100%.
all those L's we've taken, we have taken dubs. Spinny, let's hear your first one.
Our first one is another shared dub, and that's our Avs over Lightning prediction before the playoffs even started. So
Let's go.
for some low-key mid hockey fans, we picked the ship. So I guess hockey's predictable. You know, they talk about it being better than the NBA playoffs, but it's pretty predictable. Hockey fans, predictable. Just kidding. It's not predictable, but this year was predictable, and we got it right, so I get to brag about it. And that's just the rule. So.
And piggybacking off of that dub, we also both got a second dub from it because we both picked Avs over Lightning in 6, which happened. So not only did we correctly pick the finals, who was playing each other, we actually picked the winner and in the correct amount of games. So dubs all around. Spinny and I apparently don't know anything about hockey, but look at us. So
It's easy, hockey fans. It's
Yeah.
easy.
another, I thought for sure these two guys, I was surprised they actually slid in the first round. I had them in my first round, so I'm counting that as a dub. And that's Jake LaRavia. I'm sure majority of you guys never even heard of that dude. All of a sudden, you saw the Grizzlies trading up to draft him at 19, which I think is a major mistake, by the way. And Christian Braun, I thought for sure he'd be sliding into that second round, early second, but he actually did go in the first round, as I predicted. So that was a little dub by me. Not anything crazy.
You predicted it, but you didn't think it would happen?
No, I didn't, honestly. Did you actually think Jake LaRavia would go first?
Yeah. Why did you pick it if you didn't think it was actually going to happen?
I picked it because I thought that they deserved to be first-round picks.
Oh.
Not that it would actually happen. Just like I wanted Kyrie to go to the Lakers, not actually thinking it would happen.
You're just trying to think it into existence.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
Exactly.
That's fair. I can accept that. So, yeah, you can have a W on that, even though it's a mid one. But
well, what's your last dub then?
My last dub is my guy, Jaylen Brown. I was hyping Jaylen Brown whole playoffs.
You were.
And against the Nets, averaged 22.5. Against Milwaukee, games of 30, 27, and 26. Against the Heat, he had 3 games of 24, a 25, and 40, which means 5 out of the 7 games he scored over 24 points. Finals, 34, 27, 24. More consistent score than Tatum. That's how many games we got? 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 15. 15 games over 24 points in the playoffs for Jaylen Brown. So pretty impressive scoring numbers. Obviously in the finals, his dribbling kind of got exploited. And so that's tough for him.
Man needs to dribble.
But
all offseason, that's it.
Yeah,
just dribble.
Yeah, but he's going to dribbling camp. He's going to come back and be lit. And he just scored 15 games over 24 in this playoffs. That's a 2-1 championship team, peeps. And all the hate from Celtics fans on Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, no Jaylen Brown hate. Get out of here. That's disgusting if you're hating on this man.
0 Jaylen Brown hate.
I recently slid this man in my top 20.
Other than the dribbling.
Respect
dribbling. The dribbling can be hated.
That's what I'm saying. I'm already sliding this man in the top 20. He has no handles whatsoever. Imagine where he could go.
We love Jaylen Brown.
Well, as you all know,
that's dubs and L's.
Yeah, dubs and L's. It was awesome. Can't wait for Spinny to take more L's in the future.
Nah, see,
it's gonna happen.
I'm about to take some big off-season NBA prediction dubs, and Bus is taking L's, and so you'll see us back in a couple weeks, getting
already
roast town for Bus.
We already both took an L on Kyrie though.
Yeah, we did. Oof.
I think it's time to jump to the draft. This is where we get our guests coming in.
Chase Richter, come on in!
Get on over here. You like this barstool?
Just calling him, man. That was my Chase call.
Barstool entrance.
You can't wear other pods merch on our pod.
Ew.
Jeez.
Sponsor us, Barstool.
I mean, that'd be lit.
How's it going, guys?
It's going good.
Yeah,
how are you?
Happy to be back.
We're kind of all packed in here.
Getting all nice and snug.
Nuggies for the boys. Yeah. Let's go.
All right. Before we jump into our worst and best team grades here for the draft, just some general surprises. What things shocked you?
First off, I would like to just give a shout out to the best college basketball school in the nation, Duke. Once again, getting a number 1 pick. I guess that was probably one of the biggest surprises of the night. All the way leading up to the draft, it was expected to be Jabari going number 1. And then just kind of as it got closer to draft night, the rumor started flying that Paulo was going to go. And
why were you looking at Chase like that?
I was just paying attention.
And,
what do you mean?
The Magic made the right pick. So I think that was a smart move by them. I think he's NBA ready. Not saying Jabari isn't, but yeah, I'm obviously a little biased. But what do you guys think?
I guess that was a surprise, but to me that wasn't that big of a surprise because you knew it was toss up between the 3. I mean, it was going.
It isn't.
Get out of here!
I just love cracking these boys up tonight.
It wasn't that big of a surprise.
We're feeling some type of way tonight, podcaster listeners. So
one not even actual draft or player related surprise was the fact that Twitter was way faster.
What is going on?
Silver. The pick was announced on Twitter before Adam Silver announced it. It was
Like,
insane.
I thought my stream was behind multiple times, and then
Same.
I just said screw it, went to a bar to check it out, and it was still behind. I was
Still
still
behind.
getting Twitter. I was like, I hate my life.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen. I turned notifications off for everything all night. So, but yep, still get those leaked ones because you got Bus texting me pics leaked, and
Well, who's turning their notifications off? Come
Me-
on.
I don't
Come
need that.
on.
I don't need that.
You got to get it most up to the day, you know?
Facts.
Just kidding. But NBA, fix your crap. Like, get your picks out before Twitter gets them out. Come on, that's some obvious stuff. My surprise was a very good surprise, and that's the Warriors snagging another potential all NBA potential all NBA. I'm saying that. I'm jumping
Why
to
are you
that.
shouting out the Warriors?
I'm shouting out the Warriors because they got a steal. They got a guy who had a crappy season because his dad was his head coach at a small school and was weird. But Patrick Baldwin Jr. had some top 5 high school recruit talent. So I think they got a guy who could be a potential all NBA scorer, shooter, scores everywhere, obviously tall, lanky, gets it done. I think the Warriors could have got the biggest steal of the draft, Patrick Baldwin.
Let's hope for the rest of the NBA's sake that that's not true.
No, it's not true.
It's not?
It's not true.
Why?
He didn't just have a crappy season because he played for his dad. He was
a little injured.
Yeah, he's injury liability.
Oh, come on.
Why do you think he fell? It's the only reason why he fell is because he got hurt in high school, he got hurt in college. He's going to be an injury bug. Can't be getting hurt that young, especially like pretty severe injuries too.
Yeah, we got MPJ vibes a little bit from Patrick Baldwin, but he also has that upside, I think.
He does have the upside. I'll give him that. He was a top 5 high school recruit. I think he was maybe even top 3, honestly. He might have been. I guess the one last surprise is really awesome. Isaiah Mobley to the Cavs.
That was cool.
That's sweet. The brothers get to play
The
with each other
bros again.
Yeah. Hopefully Isaiah actually makes the roster
I was gonna
and
say.
stuff like that, so then he can actually play with them. But
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll at least be bouncing back and forth with G League and Cavs for sure.
Yeah, we would hope so.
One last thing. Were you guys surprised at kind of the lack of trades that didn't happen, I guess, after all, like, obviously it happens every year, draft week, but just all the chatter on Twitter and online, they were expecting a lot of big moves to be made and a lot of moves just in general, and there really weren't. So is that surprising to you guys at all? Or
Well, one, I think big trades, yes, there wasn't, but I thought there was a lot of freaking trades in that draft, especially once you got after pick 10. It was every pick was announced, and then all of a sudden the next pick, Silverman's up there saying, "Oh, this was actually traded," or whatever. But even though we already knew that because of Twitter, but yeah, I don't know.
Thunder
I
trading.
was shocked. Like Gordon Hayward, I thought for sure he would be a draft day move. He's still on the Hornets. So yeah, there's bigger trades like that for sure I was shocked that didn't happen. Definitely.
Can we open it up and change the rules so that the trades can happen at the draft too? I'm tired of like having to play this darn.
It's like
find what team the player's actually on. BS. Like, just tell me who the trade is. Put that team as the team that drafted him instead of all this stupid get around it crap.
Draft rights.
Yes. Like, can we just like figure that out and change it? Like, I don't know. I think that we can change the league rules to get that figured out so we don't have to deal with it. And so the teams don't have to deal with it. It's just super ridiculously complicated, I feel like, for no reason. So
Facts.
that's
All
another
facts.
thing. I just got to get in my soapbox real quick about that. But
Nice. All right, let's jump to our
Yeah.
worst team grades then, boys. I'll start it off. I'm just giving the Nets an F. They obviously had 0 picks, but they deserve an F because they traded all these picks for James Harden. What are you doing? And then you lose them right away? Just
that's kind of an unfair one because they didn't even draft anybody.
yeah, but I'm giving it to them because they need picks for team. Well, I guess now they apparently don't because Kyrie opted in.
I was going to say I actually agree with you, Bus. I gave them a D for a draft grade, and I was going to give them an F up until the breaking news of over about an hour ago now that Kyrie's opting into his deal to stay with the Nets because now it sounds like Kevin Durant will also stay. But as of this morning, both of those guys were question marks, I guess. So if they would have lost, like you said, they already lost Harden for all those picks. And if they would have lost Katie and Kyrie as well. Just
that would have been
dumpster fire. So I gave them a D, but it would have been an F had they lost those two.
All right.
I guess I didn't update my notes from that Kyrie information. It was yesterday. I gave them an F, and they still deserve an F.
Doesn't matter. Kyrie, it doesn't affect the draft grade. It doesn't matter.
Yep. In that situation, it does.
All right. Chase, give it to me. Give me a worst grade for you.
It's kind of a toss-up between the Kings and the Bulls. I'm probably just going to give the edge to the Kings here. I have them both at Ds. But that's just because classic Kings. I can't believe that they did not make some sort of deal to trade back because there was a lot of teams interested in that number 4 pick for Ivy. But just classic Kings, they make a risky move. Keegan Murray's obviously a talented player. He's one of those big kind of athletic wings, and he could obviously be a very good player in this league. But I just thought it was kind of a risky move, and I don't obviously know what any trade offers were on the table, but it's hard to believe that someone wasn't getting excited to go after Ivy.
There had to be some offers.
And let's just take Ivy. Right?
Exactly.
Right,
Exactly. He's like you said earlier. He was the clear-cut 4th pick.
Yeah.
And he could easily become the best player in this draft. You never know in 5-10 years. We'll see. But
agree. These two took my top 2 here, so sorry for y'all. I'll go through again. I believe these guys deserve a second roasting, and that's the Kings. Kings really did the classic move that they did and take a player.
This is a third roast.
It is a third roasting. 3. The Kings deserve it. Figure it out, Kings. I hate to hate on guys going into the draft because I want all these guys to succeed. Obviously, it's your dream and shit. So you wanna be there and do well. And I hate cheering against guys, but I see Keegan Murray as having a ceiling in the league. So I'm gonna hate on the Kings a little more. And now we'll let our friend Bus give his second disappointment.
Well, the Bulls, I'm giving them a C-. They had 1 pick, 18th pick, and what did? They reached on the prospect, and they didn't draft the need. They need front court depth. What did? They drafted a guard. Why?
They
Tell
need
me
guard
why.
depth too.
No, they don't. They have a ton of guards, and they drafted a guy who scored 8 points a game last year in Dallin Terry. And again, I actually kind of like Dallin Terry, but 18th, that's too high for me. I had him more in that 23 to 26 range. And so, yeah, in my eyes, they reached on Dallin Terry, and they didn't – their only pick in the draft, they didn't address their immediate need, which is front court depth.
True, but Bulls need some defenders, even in the backcourt. You got to play defense to win in this league. They got a nice, long defending guard. Come on.
C-. That's why I like the player. That's why the team's still getting a C. But to reach and not address your only need, that you deserve to get roasted for that. Come on.
That was a mid one, but it's okay. We'll let Bus have his mid.
It makes you wonder if they're going to try to move one of those guards in
Go
Lonzo.
Go look up other analysts' bad grades. I guarantee Bulls are low. On
they're way
I don't
down
care
there.
about other analysts.
They're
I
down
think
there.
it's wrong. It's wrong. It's
Well,
wrong.
Spinny,
I
we've
think the
already
Bulls did
shown.
decent.
We've shown so many times on this pod that your opinion's wrong.
Ooh, shit.
I'm just kidding.
He's just salty
Do you
because I
guys
have
have
more
any
trivia
other ones,
points
or
than him.
can I roast the Grizzlies?
Nope, I had pretty much the same comments about the Bulls. I just thought that they
You got
reached.
Bulls.
They have a guard heavy
That's
roster.
2-on-1.
Guard heavy roster, and like you said, they took a guard. But like Spinny said, defense, you need that in the league. But
He's not
again,
wrong,
it makes you wonder if they're maybe going to try and move Lonzo. He's had some injury history. Hasn't really got his career started in Chicago, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's true.
We'll see.
Caruso obviously gets hurt all the time too.
Yeah, yep.
Levine's on the move, props.
Levine's
also.
on the prop. Yeah.
So I thought recently, whatever.
Grizzlies though, I'm giving them a C. They get a C because of their second round steal and Kennedy Chandler, but their first round picks both reaches. They drafted Jake LaRivia at 19. Why? I don't understand. And to me, in my eyes, they needed another center more than anything. And they drafted a 6'8" white power forward in Jake LaRivia who could snipe. Don't get me wrong. He can snipe. But I just didn't think I thought the fit was kind of questionable. And then especially for our MN boy, David Roddy, I didn't think that fit was good at all. I didn't know why they would want another undersized forward. So that was kind of questionable to me. And they reached on both of them because David Roddy was projected in second round and basically every single draft I ever looked at. And they got him, pick 23 or 4? So, yeah, to reach twice on that, but then you get some good second-round steal and Kennedy Chandler. That rounds out a pretty average draft C. So there wasn't a lot of terrible drafts, I thought. Most teams were solid with what they had. So
there will be some terrible drafts in about 2 years.
We'll see.
This is just immediate.
We'll be
This is
roasting
just immediate
people. And we'll be wrong. And Freezing Gold Takes will love us. So
should we jump to our best grades now?
I suppose we should.
Spinny, what do you got? Give us one of your best.
Pelicans. I love the Pelicans draft. Dyson
Agreed.
Daniels, great pick there at 7.
8.
Again, 8?
Yeah, Blazers were 7.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. At 8.
Fact checker bus over here.
Well, he's right.
It's
He's
because
right.
my boy Shane Sharp went 7. So
That's true. I like Daniels coming up late. He kind of had a big rise. I called it early. That should have been on my Baked Up segment, honestly, was my Dyson Daniels draft stock. Over a month ago, having him in my top 10 when essentially nobody did at that point. Let's go on that. But I thought that was good. They also got E.J. Liddell, a guy that us and a lot of people had in their top 20.
top 20.
And they got him at 41.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a good. Obviously, there was some better high-end probably drafts, teams that got high-end players, but I thought that given their draft position, they did well and better than I thought, especially given the Pelicans.
Especially a team like the Pelicans that are borderline playoff teams.
And trying to compete right now.
Yeah, they're trying to compete.
Yep.
Thee are 2 rookies that will immediately help them next year.
Agreed.
I had them on my list too, so I'm in agreement there. Chase, what do you got as one of your winners of the night?
I kind of had 2 teams that I thought had the best draft. I gave them both A's. It was, but I'm going to give the slight edge to the Pistons over the Thunder. They got a freaking just absolute miracle situation with Jaden Ivey falling to them with the way their roster is constructed. Their starting 5 is now going to be Jaden Ivey, Cunningham, Bay, Marvin Bagley, and now Durant.
Bagley and Durant.
Yeah, so that is a very, very promising young core who should be very good next year if they can stay healthy. That it should be a fun roster, but going with the Thunder as well, I gave them an A. Anytime you can get 4 draft picks in the top 34 picks, 3 of them in the top 12, you would like your chances there. So they did give up 3 future first-round picks. I guess they were heavily protected, but for Gang, and so we'll see. Yeah. We'll see how that kind of pans out. But yeah, those 2 I thought had kind of the best night, the safest night maybe too. But yeah,
piggybacking off of that, the Thunder, their first 3 picks, I saw a stat. It was they added 21 feet of wingspan, just insane.
Jesus Christ.
They picked Chet Holmgren too, obviously.
Yeah,
super long. Ousmane Dieng. He's obviously, I don't know his wingspan off the top of my head, but he's long as hell too. And then Jalen Williams, who they got at 12, who Spinny and I are really high on, he's got a 7'2" wingspan. He's only 6'5".
Yeah.
So, they got a ton of length. They picked Jalen Williams in the second. 2 Jalen Williams, but the second round Jalen Williams is from Arkansas with the fro. Some of you guys probably remember him. He balled out last year.
He did.
So I think that was a great steal for them in the second round. So these are 4 guys that will come in and play right away for the Thunder. So they definitely have a good draft. Like you said, though, the only questionable aspect of that would be trading 3 future firsts for Ousmane. So They're high on him.
Another little sleeper one that I don't know if you guys had, but I thought the Rockets had an amazing draft.
I got them on my honorable mention too.
I liked them.
Jabari, nice pick there at 3. Got the guy that still has all the huge shooting and scoring upside. Ty Washington, I see Emmanuel Quickly vibes with him. Obviously can't play some defense, but
all the way to 29.
He's probably going to get you some scoring off the bench. And Tari Eason, who's not my favorite player at LSU. I worry about his transition to the NBA, but he obviously has defensive and playmaking upside at some good size there at the 3-4. So I think that that could have some upside pick too, even if he's not personally a huge favorite for me. So I thought the Rockets had a nice little nice little pick draft there for them.
Yeah, I put them as my honorable mention too. They were impressive with what they did, and yeah, to get a guy like Ty 29, who a month ago was projected top 10 in most mock drafts, that might turn into a good steal for them.
Plus the guy who was projected to be number 1 all year up until pretty much draft week.
Yeah.
So
You get
I mean,
Jabari
great
at 3.
prospect. So
And again, we've said this countless times. All top 3 teams, they didn't really care who they got.
yeah,
At
all
the end of the
3.
day,
The Magic wanted Paolo, though.
Magic wanted Paulo. They were the ones who truly got to choose.
Yep.
But after that, the Thunder, it's all a toss-up. They're all going to be amazing, at least hopefully.
Agreed.
But I do want to shout out the Spurs, though. I thought they did a great job with their 3 picks. They picked Sohan at 9, like Spinny correctly predicted, which obviously super long interior defender. I have faith in him to at least be a really good defender in this league.
Yep.
And Malachi Branham, one of the best scorers in this draft. He fell to 20. Most people had him around 15. So that's a good pick there. And then they got Blake Wesley, Spinny's guy. Spinny's high on him. He's a high upside guard. To get him at 25, that's the perfect type of player you want late first round, that high upside type player. So I just want to shout out the Spurs real quick. I gave them an A as well. So, yeah, those are our team grades, that's worst and best. Now we're just going to talk about the Wolves a little bit. We had 4 picks.
Oh, I had one honorable mention first. I'm sorry. Shout
That's
out
it.
Pacers to Matherin, and they also got Nemhard late in the first, and then what's his name? Their second round pick, Kendall
Brown?
Yes, they
Minnesota?
Yep, Kendall Brown too. So nice little 3 picks there from the Pacers. I think Matherin could end up being a very,
stud.
very, very good player.
I agree.
Yeah.
And that
Long
also just
scorer.
solidifies their getting rid of Hield and Brogdon.
Yes.
They just got a zillion guards now.
Agreed.
They got Duarte, Tyrese, and then those 2 they just
Yeah,
drafted. So.
they got it. They got to ship them out. But shout out Pacers. All right, back to the Wolves.
Wolves, we picked Walker Kessler 22nd. We had a number of trades, moved back with the Grizzlies. Picked Walker Kessler, Wendell Carter Jr. Carter, nice.
Nice. Wendell Carter.
Wendell Moore, nice. And Josh Minot 45th, another guy Spinny likes. And Matteo Spagnolo, probably butchered that, but 50th pick, Euro stash, point guard, 6'5". He can shoot. He shot 44% in his Euro League last year from 3 and 87% from the free throw line. So he's a good shooter, and we'll see if he turns out in 2 years when he finally comes over to the NBA. But these other guys, Walker Kessler, DPOY last year in college. What do you guys feel about that pick?
I hated it at the time. Now, I guess, given the night's sleep, I don't actually hate it. We obviously were in for some defensive centers, and he can be that. His athleticism transition just scares me a tad, but he could be good.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that he's gonna fit our roster need. That is one thing I liked what they did in this draft was they drafted for need, not necessarily on potential. We need a rim protector, someone that can kind of bang in the post against guys like Jaren Jackson and B. Just even if it's for short stints to give Cat a little break, because Cat obviously has an advantage when he's out on the perimeter, and we can't always have him down in the paint, even though we'd like him to. But yeah, that sounds like they wanted Kessler. They were able to trade back for him. I was kind of confused a little bit, even being a Duke fan, about us trading up for Wendell Moore, but. Again, he's a 6'5" guard. He shot, I think, 45% from corner 3 last year. I think over 40% from 3 overall.
41.
He was a junior, so he's been kind of developing as a player at Duke for the last couple of years. But he's an athletic wing guard, whatever, so he'll be able to hopefully come in and just kind of be a 3-and-D guy or energy guy off the bench. Don't really expect too much of a role, but I don't know.
Could be something. He obviously had some top end potential.
I didn't hate the draft.
He's a quality playmaker as well. Last year he had 13 games with 6 or more assists.
Yeah,
it's almost half his season.
Yeah,
he had over 6 assists.
He was a primary ball handler for Duke. So I mean, yeah,
5 rebounds a game too, next to Paulo and Mark Williams.
Yep.
So he can get it done a little bit everywhere. We'll see what he can do for the Wolves. And Josh Minot, that's kind of he's really raw, really athletic. That's going to be a development for sure, but that's a dude with tremendous upside. Spinny, what do you got about him?
Yeah, I just think he had top 15, 20 pick upside. Obviously, he has a huge bust potential given we saw almost nothing of him at Memphis. But you saw the huge upside in his tape and his athleticism. Holy cow, he can do some cool stuff. So I think I liked it at 45th, given I think that possible upside in second round picks. That's what they are, Sean the Darks type that you're trying to play upside. So I liked it.
Well, do you boys have anything else on the Wolves, or is it time for me to win trivia?
It's time for trivia.
See the updated standings on your screen right about now.
Right about
I'm
now.
2 points behind Spinny. Tied record, but he's up by 2 points. So, I mean, he's still the leader.
And for our video listeners, I'm just going to slink down for this segment here. You'll see me on a different level.
And I also just want to make a little side comment that we're going to double check the standings because Bus is claiming that I have not been in or participated in trivia before, but I know I have. So I'm 0-1, sadly, or I might actually have tied. I can't remember. So we're going to check that as well. So
Chase is calling out Bus on the trivia.
I don't like that.
We love it.
All right, Chase, ask your easy question then. We're making you ask first.
All right. My easy question. What MLB team? I kind of went with MLB questions
That's
today.
fine.
So what MLB team plays in Globe Life Field?
Ooh, that's an easy question. Jeez, Chase, coming with the hard ones today. We like it. Give me the name again.
Globe Life Field.
Don't blur it out because I definitely got to think about this. Globe Life. I feel like there's a reason why it's a quote-unquote easy question. Don't you think?
I would hope, but Globe, we can't collude either. Globe.
Well, let's see. Maybe it could have been a medium, but
I actually have no idea. Not even gonna lie. I'm gonna feel like an idiot when you tell me for sure.
All right, I'm gonna go with
Oh my god. I can picture it. I can picture it now. Globe Life.
guess I brought some tricky ones today.
I'm gonna go Texas Rangers. Final answer.
Bus.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just gonna go Padres.
Spinny was right. It's the Texas Rangers' new stadium.
Did you actually know that?
No, I didn't.
I didn't
know that at all.
I guess you could have maybe considered that one a little bit of a harder one because I figured you might know it just being it's a new stadium.
How's that
Might have been
L,
recently
Bus?
talked
How's that
about,
easy
so.
question L for you, buddy.
So we got 1 point for
It's
Spinny.
all about the comeback.
Nah.
I'll just hold my notes with this.
Bus already cheated and looked at my questions anyway, so.
I can't read your handwriting.
That's why I wrote it like that. Let's go.
No, that's how you always write.
Come on.
All right, well, I took an easy question. Now that's always tough, but it's not the first time, so it's all about the comeback.
Zero chance to win now.
It's your turn to ask, Vinny.
Oh, it's mine?
Yeah, we might as well just go this way.
Right,
That's probably really
peeking.
annoying for the audio listeners.
Yeah, probably. Is.
They're probably like, what the hell is going on?
Okay, easy question. We talked about the person who leads this category today, Bus, but who is second all time in the NBA in blocks? Hakeem is number one. Hakeem is number one by over 600 blocks. It would take someone averaging 2 blocks a game for 4 seasons to catch him. Crazy. The second place person. Who we're talking about? Medium question.
Why is it your medium question?
Or easy question, I'm sorry.
Why is it? I feel
So
like
the
it's not
question
easy.
is who's second all time
In
for
blocks.
total blocks?
Yeah.
Total blocks.
Sorry. Medium question. Or easy question. Jeez, I can't even talk tonight, listeners.
Yeah, what are you
Holy
doing?
Cow. Sheesh.
I need to up my easy question game.
Yeah, I guess.
Both of you
Jeez.
guys. Just,
Second all time in blocks? There's a
So
reason.
I don't memorize
also-
the freaking top 10.
There's also a reason this is easy.
Oh my
So
god.
Hakeem was one.
Yep. Okay. 10, 9.
Korean final answer.
Well,
Wilt?
Yeah.
Wilt and Kareem. Okay, who's the most famous person at blocking shots?
Mutombo.
Yes.
God damn it! I was gonna say that too.
Mutombo's
and I was
actually
like,
two.
Yes, Dikembe Mutombo is number 2.
I was gonna say
all-time
that.
blocks.
I thought he was more like 3 or 4. I didn't think he did. Well,
That's 2
That's-
easy question L's for you.
That's tough. That's tough.
I'm coming with harder, easy questions, apparently.
That name crossed
No,
my head too.
this week I actually went a little harder on my easy question. I normally give Bus more of a softball here for this one, but
Yeah, I'm the one who gives by far the easiest easy question. I give you the point.
I give you the
Essentially.
point too most
No,
of the
you
time.
All right, my easy question. The 2021, I hate you so much. The 2021 Wolves first round pick turned into what player?
So last year's.
I want both of you to say it at the same time, so one of you is gonna get it, one of you is gonna. So. Oh, Spinny's got it. I'm surprised Chase didn't get it already.
This is sad.
I don't know if I'm right.
Turned into what player?
Turned into what player?
I have nothing. I don't know.
Patrick Beverly, final.
No, like
What player did we
said
draft
final.
with that
You said
pick?
final.
What player did we draft
said
with that pick? I did say final, but I thought it was a trade because you said which guy did it turn into, not which guy did we draft. Just tell us now. We both got it wrong. Come
Chase
on.
technically didn't even throw an answer out.
Yeah, so we suck.
So no answer, Chase?
Nah. Big Wolves fan over here can't even get this.
The 2021 first round Wolves pick, what player did that turn into? It's kind of a trick question. Does that make it easier?
No, I know what you're saying, but
Jaden McDaniels?
no, I'm saying you're saying it went sent somewhere else, but
Oh.
Who got our first last year? Jonathan Kuminga, the Warriors got it. Jonathan
that's
Kuminga.
tough. Yeah.
I thought for sure that would be easy.
That was not that easy.
That was our pick.
Our questions were all on the same level. Come on.
That was easy.
That was
Drop
not-
comments below. That was easier
yeah,
than
no,
theirs.
that was-
for sure easier than Chase's.
No.
That was
No way.
very
No way.
very obvious.
That was very
I was
obvious.
thinking a year before.
Because the whole talk recently was, oh, Warriors fleece the Wolves.
Classic. You know?
You guys didn't get that. Easy question, Al.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you took 2 of them though.
Who cares?
Sick.
Wow.
Is it 1-1-1-0?
Did Chase even?
Nah, I don't have anything.
Yeah,
1-0-0.
Chase got both round 2.
1-0-0. Okay. All right.
So many easy
We're doing
calls.
good today, boys.
All right, medium question, Chase.
All right.
That's hilarious. 1 point total.
All right,
Woo!
another MLB one. Who is second all-time behind Joe Nathan for the Twins' all-time saves? Got to quit exposing our Minnesota's.
Is it an okay? I have to bring this up quick. It's a nice little sidebar. We have pretty much. I'm just bringing this up to these guys now, but I feel like in our lifetime or out of our lifetime has been our accepted question that we always get for our trivia for our medium and hard questions. So we just kind of noticed that when I was watching through all the episodes. So I'm gonna ask Chase now, given the precedent that's been set in our lifetime or not.
No, it's not. There's no way. Chase doesn't even know.
No, I don't think it is. I don't
Okay,
think it
sorry,
is.
Dad. I know you're listening to this. We should know. I honestly don't have an answer. I'm assuming. Do you have one?
I was gonna say Taylor Rodgers.
Okay, you can throw out Taylor Rodgers. I really don't think it is
No.
Taylor Rodgers. That's his final answer. Mine is literally nothing. If you would at least let me
Your
throw
dad
out
is
some
gonna
years,
kill us.
it's got to be the closer from the late 80s, 90s. Whoever the hell was our closer when we won the World Series.
Yeah, it's Ricky Aguilera.
Yes.
Yep.
Sick.
I should get a half point for knowing it's that dude, just not knowing his name.
Your dad is gonna kill us.
Yeah,
At least I didn't
never
say
got
Taylor
that.
Rodgers. I at least said it was that dude.
Come on, he didn't know his name. That doesn't count.
It's not that many.
I should get half a point.
All right. Medium question for me.
We've given out bonuses for worse than that.
That was not worth a bonus.
Whatever that.
That was not worth a bonus. Get
out of here.
Most double-doubles all time NBA.
Most double-doubles.
Well,
Final?
actually, Tim Duncan.
Final.
You gotta say final answer, kid.
Final.
Well, he's wrong. I know it's not Tim Duncan. I know that. Oh, he's laughing. Maybe it is Tim Duncan. For some reason, I want to say LeBron James. Maybe that was just in postseason or something dumb like that. Wilt would make sense, but for some reason, I feel like he somehow doesn't have this record. Karl Malone, final answer. He's up there on the rebound list.
It's Tim Duncan.
Hey.
It's not Tim Duncan. I know it's not Tim Duncan. Anybody with Tim Duncan.
That's right.
Now I'm sucking.
Woo!
0 questions.
Chase
right.
takes the lead.
All right, your questions. Medium question.
I just asked my medium question, you idiot. That was Tim Duncan.
Oh yeah, no.
Sheesh,
Mind blank.
Bus.
Yeah, but you guys aren't getting this.
That was aggressive.
You have to have both players. There's no one for each.
What?
Both players.
That's more bus copping out. Classic.
How's that?
Give us some bonus points.
No.
Jerk. All right.
What two all rookie players from last year were drafted in the second round? You have to give me both of them to get points. So we're talking about these second round steals when you're doing draft recap. There's actually two
I got him.
that made all rookie teams.
I think I got him. I have 3 names. Will you give me half a point if I get the 2 and 3 names?
No.
What?
You have to give 2 names. What is that?
Come
You don't
on.
get 3 guesses.
But that 3 guesses for 1 point instead of 2?
You really want to do that?
Yeah, if I get 2 out of the 3 right, I get 1 point.
Deal. I can
Okay.
accept that.
Okay.
But you're still going after Chase.
Okay.
Chase still thinks. I feel like he doesn't know. I feel like you at least got good guesses here.
I know it's not right, but Wagner it would be one of my guesses, I guess. But
Okay.
I think he was a first rounder. I don't know. He would be a guess.
Franz
Wagner
and
or Wagner.
Damn, I'm trying to think. It has to be
Give me 5, 4, 3, 2,
I don't have anything.
1.
Okay.
Spinny. For 1 point. Give me
Chris
3.
Duarte, Herb Jones, and Bones Highland.
0 points for both of you. You got 1. You did not get the second one. There's 2 players that made the all-rookie team that were drafted in the second round. Herb Jones and Ayo Dosunmu. Those were the 2 players. 0 points.
Should have got the Herb.
Wow,
Jones
heading
one.
into the hard round, I have 0. Good shit.
It's
for
2-1-0.
me. Literally.
2-1-0.
Spinny, at least win. We can't let a guest win again. Come
I
on.
know.
All right, Chase, what's your hard question?
All right, last one, another baseball one. Okay,
Just
there are
chances for
three active MLB pitchers that are in the top 25 for most strikeouts all time. Justin Verlander, number 16. Max Scherzer,
I thought that was
number
gonna be-
19. And who is the third?
I know.
You said Verlander was first?
Verlander and Scherzer are the top 2. Who is the third?
I want to say the name. I feel like it can't be this person. So otherwise, it wouldn't be a hard question then, I feel like.
That's what I'm thinking too, but it's got to be.
Clayton Kershaw is my final
Clayton
answer.
Kershaw.
Zach Greinke.
Oh, yeah.
He's number 21, and Clayton Kershaw is number 26. So he's
I mean-
almost in that top 25, but Zach Greinke.
I was kind of questioning if
And he's got
made
quite a
sense.
few more, too. Yeah.
Damn it.
Shoot.
I figured that'd be a tough one because I figured you both would go for Kershaw.
See, that's why I knew it couldn't.
Yeah.
I should have just threw out a different name, but honestly couldn't even think of Greinke.
Greinke was
For some
good.
reason. I was drawing mind blank.
All right.
Your hard question.
Hard question. Who is third all time in NBA history in rebounds? Third all time. We had a first, second, and a third.
Oh, wait, you want all three?
No, I just want
Oh.
who's third all time.
Okay.
One name, 3 points.
I'm going to go Tim Duncan again. Screw it.
Now, that I feel pretty confident saying there's no way.
I'm pretty sure that's not true either, but I'm just going to throw it out there.
Now, I don't
You
think
better-
you
you
would have
better-
given me this
you better
question
hope
with
to
all
God.
the Keem Olajuwon talk me and you had today.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's him. I'm going to go, dude, this is going to drive me insane because you're going to tell me I'm going to feel like an idiot. Bill Russell's my final answer.
This is the most underrated player in the history of the NBA, I believe, who is number 3 all time in rebounds, and that is Moses Malone.
Moses Malone.
Moses
I knew it had to be
Malone.
like some like old random guy like that.
Random 3 MVPs. Random.
Playing for
Moses Malone.
plumbers. Playing
Yeah,
for
in the late 70s with Dr. J in the
Plumbers.
league. Dr. J was a plumber.
Yeah, it was.
Nice. Dr. J. Man, I can't wait to roast you.
Well,
for
that was
right
the
there.
most embarrassing dub Chase has ever gotten.
Yeah.
2-1-0. What?
Woo! Bus just got 0 points on the trivia. Skunked. That should be a punishment for getting skunked on trivia.
I agree.
That's twice
That's
I've come on here and just kind of shown you guys up in trivia.
Once.
so-
I don't know
Once.
about that.
we will
I
be
think
fact
it's
checking.
once.
We will
I
be
think
fact
it's
checking.
once.
We will be fact
There'll
checking.
be an overlay over this because Chase is going to fact check.
I
after
will.
that.
I will.
Once.
All right, Chase. That's it for you. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Get the hell out of here.
Get the hell out of here.
Bye. Oh, now I can go from back from sitting on a chair.
Now I can
to
actually be in the
nice-
camera shot.
Woo! Comfortable for y'all. Oh man.
I'm so disappointed with my effort right
Yeah,
there.
we both sucked.
That was
Oh, Chase scored more points than both of us combined today. So
no one should win with 2 points.
no, they shouldn't.
Gross. All right. Then the end of the episode, we're now going to give you MLB update. We haven't given one in about a month and a half, and then a Twins update, very brief Twins update as well,
Then some Q&A.
and then some Q&A. All right. Right about now, you should be seeing a graphic of the NL playoff picture as it is today. The Mets still leading the East. Wow. Impressive. The Dodgers leading the West, pretty much as expected. Central is the Brewers, and our 3 wildcard teams in a row: Padres, Braves, Cardinals. Not a lot of surprises there, Spinny, right? Those are expected pretty much.
Yeah.
And honestly, in the AL,
Also, Giants still in there. People were telling me I was wrong for putting the Giants in there. Half game out of the last wild card.
right? Well, I suppose we might as well just stick to NL straight through.
Okay.
Stat leaders here. You ready for this?
Yep.
Paul Goldschmidt, 337 batting average.
Yep.
Pete Alonso leads home runs and RBIs now, 22 and 69. In fact, his 69 leads the MLB. Tony Gonsolin has 9 wins. Sandy Alcantara has a 1.95 ERA, which if Tony Gonsolin had pitched enough innings, his would be first, but he hasn't, so he doesn't qualify. K's, who do you think he's K's? Who has the most strikeouts in the NL right now?
Well, I'm looking at it, so I already know. Sorry. Can't lie to you.
Corbin Burns, 119. All these stats are recorded as of yesterday, so if they had a game today, sorry. But Saves, Rogers, and Hader both have 22, which are tied for MLB lead.
Nice. Taylor Rodgers. Just classic twin situation. Leaves and then just decides he doesn't blow saves anymore. But for the Twins, we're just blowing saves left and right. Screw you, Taylor Rodgers. Honestly.
So, yeah, those are the leaders, both as teams and statistic leaders. And, yeah, honestly, there's not a ton of surprises. But one main surprise, and that we might as well jump into NL surprises, is Tony Gonsolin, 9-0, 1.58 ERA. If you would tell me at the beginning of the year that the Dodgers' best pitcher wouldn't be one of their big three, and it was going to be Tony Gonsolin, I would have slapped you because I'd been like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
But here we are, 9-0. 9-0. This guy's having an absolute monster year. And he, honestly, I haven't seen any, polls or anything about it because obviously we're not even in the All-Star break yet. But he honestly potentially at this moment could be Cy Young favorite now, which is crazy to think about.
Tony Gonsolin.
So, yeah, that's my biggest surprise, honestly.
Yeah,
thus far.
I thought that was good. I thought that was a really good surprise. My biggest surprise has been the Mets.
That they're still first?
Yeah, that they're still first. I thought they were going to be good, but I thought their lineup would struggle. But Pete Alonso is just hooping, absolutely ripping it up. And Lindor's had a little bit of a comeback season as well.
Lindor is he might have snuck in the top 5 or is borderline top 5 in RBIs when I was looking at the standings yesterday.
And obviously their pitching has been very good. So
they got a lot of pitchers.
Yeah,
they didn't have Scherzer for a while there. They haven't had DeGrom either.
Yeah,
and they're still killing it.
Literally,
so.
And DeGrom's not even there. So that was a big surprise for me in the NL. How about your disappointment in the NL?
I do want to give this man a shout out because
okay.
he's on my team. Dansby Swanson has been raking since our last update. Insane. Yes. His stat line for the year is 307, 13 home runs, 43 RBIs. But get this, in his last 30 games, 355 batting average, 579 slugging, which would put him, if that was his year total, would put him at about 7th in MLB. So ridiculously good. 7 home runs, over half his home runs in the last 30 games. And 20 RBIs, basically half his RBIs in the last 30 games as well. So this guy is just absolutely raking right now.
Shout out Dansby.
That not necessarily a huge surprise, but considering how he started the season, it's definitely a shock to see.
Agreed.
Disappointment, though. Do I really have to say this? Do I really have to?
Yeah, you do.
You're going to make me speak these words?
Yep.
Juan Soto. Figure it out. This is my freaking fantasy team's named after you, man. I'm the chosen one, and I'm out here. Juan Soto, Spinny, you want to hear this ridiculously horrid stat line?
Horrid? Come on. Horrid?
215 is his batting average. That is 142nd in the MLB. Wow. Home runs, 14 only. That's 24th in the MLB. And RBIs, he only has 31, which is 86th in MLB. That's a ridiculously bad start for Juan Soto. I literally predict him as NL MVP. So I threw on the first fat L's. I already accepted that as fat L. And he's proven it to me that this is definitely going to be a major fat L. This man needs to turn it around so I can win some more fantasy games. I'm sick of it. Sick of it, Juan.
Classic fan complaining about his fantasy games. I'm going to talk about a disappointing player in real life who is as dear to me as Juan Soto is to Bus. But that man, his name is Cody Bellinger.
Oh, okay.
I thought this was going to be the comeback year. I thought it was going to happen. I thought he was going to get there. Last year was just a slump. We are officially at 214, batting 214, 9 home runs, 28 RBIs for Cody Bellinger. On base percentage of 290, slugging of 348.
No, he doesn't even have a 300 on base.
No. His on base is 290.
What?
No, it's 274. I'm sorry, it's 274.
Oh, what?
And an OPS of 665. 665.
No,
OPS
for those
Cody.
that don't know, league average is like 750.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tough for Cody. I hope he can turn it around. I still think he can. He obviously won an MVP, but this has been awful. So do better, Cody.
Oh my gosh, that is Both equally brutal stat lines by two guys that shouldn't be doing like that, especially Cody. 'Cause he did that last year too. What's going on?
I don't know.
All right, let's jump to the AL. Wow. AL East, Yankees still leading. That's expected. Best record in MLB. Central, Twins. Let's go. We're still leading the Central. We're gonna win it. Let's get it. Astros. They're really been heating up since our last update. They're leading the West, and in order wild card, the rest of the AL East teams: Red Sox, Rays, Blue Jays. So yeah, as of right now, if the season ended, we would have 4 AL East teams in the playoffs, which is pretty funny to think about, but not honestly a surprise.
I don't know if an AL West team's going to make the playoffs other than the Astros with how it's looking. They're 10.5 games up on the second place team right now. So
10 games already?
Yeah. Second biggest first to second place lead behind the Yankees, 11 games over Boston. So, and that shows how good the Yankees are doing given how good the rest of the division is. So
that's insane.
As much as I hate to say that, they've been hooping this year. Aaron Judge obviously on a different level as far as ripping dingers. So,
well, your statistic leaders though, we're gonna start with our boy Luis Arraez, 349 batting average, leads the MLB. Let's go. Did not think that was gonna happen at all, but he's killing it. I hope he keeps killing it. As of right now, he'd probably be. I'm sure Buxton will get it too, but otherwise it's just him as our all-star. So those will probably be our 2 all-stars. So shout out to Arraez. He's been having a great year. Judge, 28 home runs. Ridiculous. 6 more than second place. Ridiculous. Jose Ramirez, 63 RBIs. For pitching, we got Verlander and Noah also have 9 wins. The Clanahan for the Rays just absolutely killing it, 1.77 ERA. And he also leads in Ks at 123, which is first in MLB. So,
Verlander has 9 wins. Does this man just find a fountain? Verlander's got the fountain of youth, I swear. This guy's married to Kate Upton and throwing 9 wins when he's in his 17th, 18th season. Absolutely insane from Justin Verlander.
Fresh off injury, too.
Yep, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter at all for him. And we might as well just jump right into the surprise since I just recently said his name. Shane Clanahan. Oh, my gosh. This dude has been on a tear to start the season, 8-3. He's first in the MLB in ERA and strikeouts, and he's 4th in wins. So just a ridiculous start. I mean, he had to be my biggest surprise. I definitely did not come into this season. He'd think he'd have a Cy Young campaign, especially this good of one, almost that all-star break. So,
and my biggest surprise we've actually already talked about too, and that is Luis Arraez leading the league in batting average, batting essentially 350. Absolutely crazy. Did not see that coming. And he's Ichiro's favorite hitter, which is always lit.
Yeah,
so.
That is sick.
Yeah.
He's first time he saw Luis Arraez, he said he was his favorite. That's
literally.
Awesome. But I just kind of like the NL. I do want to shout out this dude for his tear in the last 30 games. Alejandro Kirk, catcher, 23-year-old catcher for the Blue Jays. Oh my gosh. This dude has seen his slugging percentage overall for the season creep towards the top 10 as a catcher. That's insane. It usually doesn't happen. His stat line for the season, 322 batting average, 10 home runs, 31 RBIs. Outstanding numbers from a catcher, especially 23 years old. And then his last 30 games, Spinny, I don't think you're ready for this. This is possibly the best in the MLB. 376 batting average last 30 games.
Sheesh.
703 slugging. 703.
Better than Cody's on base percentage.
And 9 home runs. 9 of his 10 home runs came in the last 30 games, and 24 of his 31 RBIs came in the last 30 games. This dude,
he just got on a streak.
Tear.
Yeah,
and that's just he deserved to be shouted out for that. That's ridiculous. On to disappointments. It honestly doesn't pay me that much anymore since he's not on our team anymore. But this was Spinny's biggest disappointment on our first update, and he is mine today, and that's Jose Barrios. What is this man doing? He is terrible this year. 5-4, 5 wins, 38th in MLB. It's not terrible, but you'd probably expect a better record than that from Jose Barrios. 5.86 ERA, Spinny. That is 62nd in the MLB. Ks, he's only at 64, which is 65th in the MLB, and he has a 1.39 whip, which is 51st. If you would tell me that out of those 3 main categories, Jose Barrios wouldn't have been at least top 50, I would have for sure thought you were insane because there's no way I could name 50 pitchers that are better than Jose Barrios. There's no way.
Agreed.
But and a main part for his ERA almost at 6 is that in his last 7 starts, he has a 6.99 ERA in his last 7 starts. A 7 ERA. What is this man doing? I don't watch the Blue Jays games. I just see the stats.
Yeah.
But, and he actually, I am hating on him, but shout out to him because he got me my fancy dub yesterday because he scored negative 14 points. So I basically won from that. So thank you, Jose.
I roll at that. But Jose does need to do better.
What's your disappointment?
My disappointment makes me really, really happy, honestly.
Oh,
yeah.
interesting.
It really was one of my favorite things, and because it's the Chicago White Sox. Chicago White Sox are my disappointment.
Team. I thought maybe it was a player.
Nope.
Team,
34 and 37, under 500 for the boys from Chicago. 5.5 back of the Twins. And Lucas Giolito is doo-doo.
Man, what is he doing?
I don't know what's going on with him, man. ERA over 5.
Over 5?
Over 5.
Man.
We got a 5.4 ERA. His WAR is negative. Just looking absolutely tough. Giving up way more home runs than normal. He's given up 15 home runs in 12 starts. So not the best there for Giolito. 5.4 ERA. And their pitching has been atrocious overall other than Dylan Cease. Dylan Cease been balling. But other than
he's been noticing.
Yeah, other than him, everybody else been rough for the White Sox. So
Cease actually leads the MLB in K per 9, and it's just a ridiculous number. 13.1 is his K per 9. I saw that yesterday.
He's been dealing.
But
he's been the only one dealing. Everyone else been off for them.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to totally defend them, but they have dealt with pitchers or injuries to their main pitchers. Giolito has been on and off the IL. Lance Lynn just came back finally not that long ago. So I hope they keep sucking though. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm glad you put that as your disappointment because the White Sox deserve some hate on this pod because we hate the White Sox. No.
Even more than the Yankees, maybe.
I think so.
Yeah, I think a little bit.
I actually do.
They're like 1-2. They're like this.
I'll believe
They're like this for me.
For sure. Well, that was our MLB update. Now we're going to jump into Twins update. Just real quick, talk about our Minnesota Twins because we're leading the AL by 2 games over the Guardians. Let's go. This is awesome. I didn't think we would start this hot, honestly. Our record isn't, otherworldly or anything like that. But I didn't expect us to be this far into the season in first place. I thought for sure the White Sox would be in first place.
Yeah, it's been good. The Buxton resting situation has been interesting, but it seemed to work. He seemed to play more than most years, and he's been ripping it up as he always does when he plays. I think it was unfortunate to see the Royce Lewis injury. That
torn ACL.
I was really looking forward to seeing him come in and play kind of Buxton's off days in center and get some playing time around the diamond elsewhere. Get his bat in the lineup, obviously a high pick, but hopefully he comes back and is the guy he wants to be. But yeah, really, I thought it's good. Joe Ryan has impressed me overall. Even his bad starts, he's came back in most of them and finished decently strong. Only a couple really bad ones. He's striking out people a lot. Obviously, Sonny Gray is getting his classic ground balls, and the rest of the staff is okay. But the batting has been good. The staff has been decent. I would love Luis Castillo. Can we speak Luis Castillo into existence?
I'm good with that.
But I think they need another pitcher, obviously, if they really want to.
Yeah, we need at least 3. We need because in the playoffs you're basically only going to pitch your top 3 anyways. So if we're essentially only pitching Joe Ryan, Sonny Gray, and whoever we trade for the whole time, I would be good.
It'd be decent at least.
It'd be decent.
And then you got to throw maybe Paddock or one of those other guys for that other game.
Paddock though, got hurt. That was another thing that happened since our last update. He has Tommy John. He's out for the year as well. So
well, now I look like an idiot.
You forgot about that?
Yeah,
actually?
I did. I spaced the crap out.
Yeah, those are our 2 season-ending injuries. Gray and Ryan, they've been on and off the IL. Correa as well. So. Yeah, I mean, the Twins, hopefully they can stay healthy. That's the main thing for the Twins.
Agreed.
Stat leaders real quick, as expected. Arise, obviously. Buxton is first in home runs and RBIs at 19 and 35. Joe Ryan's 5-3. He has the most wins for us. Sonny Gray leads in ERA, 2.53. Shout out Sonny Gray. Joe Ryan, most Ks at 52. So
Looking good.
looking good.
Let's keep it up. We've had a little dog in the last 20 days, but let's try to keep it up as much as possible, and hopefully we'll finish strong. We might have 2 All-Stars this year, so that would be something cool to get there. So, all right. Well, I think Bus is looking her up for us. So
yeah, I'm looking up Q&A. We got something.
Move to Q&A.
Oh, this is interesting. I don't know if we're even going to be able to truly answer this for our friend Forbrook here. He gave us a great one today. He wants to know our top 5 hate lists in sports.
Ooh.
Teams, players, rules, events, anything related to sports.
Sports hate.
Yes.
When we're talking about players, we're talking sports hate.
Everything. So what do you hate the most out of anything sports related?
We're not doing a list. I'm just going to give you 5 things. We're going to go back and forth. We're going to go back and forth.
Okay.
1-1. This won't be in any order, just a list of 5 things. Number 1, first one that comes to mind is NBA reffing. Honestly, I hate NBA reffing. I wish we could at least just get some NBA playoff reffing. I wish we could get some consistency on the amount of physicality able to be used, whatever it is. I would just like to see it the same consistency across. I'd like to be able to not reward flopping and complaining. Try to kind of work that better. I mean, I obviously don't have a ton of solutions, but I do hate NBA reffing.
Honestly, that would have probably made my list as well. Yankees. They would probably be in my top 5. I hate the Yankees more than – well, if I said Yankees, I'm throwing the White Sox in too.
Okay.
The baseball hate would
Okay.
be the White Sox, Yankees. I can't really decide whoever I hate more because I hate them a lot, both of them. What would be another one for you?
Alabama football.
What?
Woo! That's a tough one that I really do hate.
L by you.
I mean, yeah, obviously I'm a hater. They've won a lot, but man, you want to just get me rolling on some hatred. Alabama football is definitely up there.
I'm disappointed in this, Spinny. Alabama football,
Facts.
goated. Nick Saban, goat. That's facts. Next on my hate list, Rudy Gobert. He cracks it. He's
Rudy?
Yes, he's my most hated NBA player, and close after that would be Draymond, but Draymond's not cracking the list. Rudy Gobert, I don't like that man. Never have, never will.
That's respect. Rudy might have cracked my list too, honestly.
What's funny is that we both say he cracks our list, but we both wanted the Timberwolves to trade for him.
I know. Okay. Man.
I already got my next one. Well, that was 2. This is your third one here?
This is my third one. Hate. What do I hate? Oh, I hate Roger Goodell. I really hate Roger Goodell. I think
That's a good one.
I understand he's actually done some good things with marketing for the league and such, but he's just annoying. The Patriots crap pissed me off. His consistency has been off. Just the way he talks and looks and is. Just bleh. Sports hate for Roger Goodell.
Talks and that sounds personal hate.
Maybe a
Talks and
little,
looks.
but not too much personal hate.
Oh,
just
that's
a little.
hilarious. My third one would be LeBron haters.
That's not a real
Yes, it is.
thing. Oh.
Yes, it is. LeBron haters, and they make some fair points as well. But there's no one that he's the most hated on athlete of our generation, and it's frankly not even close. The amount of hate he gets for usually irrelevant things is ridiculous to me, and they always usually cry, well, we're just going to keep hating on him because all LeBron sections always talk about him. Well, we're defending him. That's why. Maybe if you guys just shut up and quit hating on one of the best athletes we have ever seen, then I wouldn't have to come to defend my man, the GOAT.
I appreciate that one, but I think the hardos know that goes both ways. I'm going to use my fourth one to talk about something very similar. I hate sports fans who don't think Tom Brady's the GOAT. If you're a sports fan and a football fan,
you hate me,
and you don't think Tom Brady's the GOAT, you need to get your brain checked.
Spinny just said he hates me.
Yeah. If the shoe fits, boss. If the shoe fits. Okay. 4. Let's go.
Would be another one. Tom Brady. He cracks the list. Absolutely. I hate Tom Brady. Always have. Always will. He sucks. He's not the GOAT. He's not even top 3. It's tough. It's tough facts. I'm just kidding. He's obviously the GOAT. I've already said it on this podcast.
Yes.
Your last hate. What is another thing that you absolutely hate in sports?
I hate sports fans that downplay everything outside of their generation. This was my big one. I feel like it goes both ways. I feel like there's a lot of people our age. One of my friends that I talk basketball with the most talking about Steph Curry being obviously better than Magic Johnson. Like objectively,
he used the word obviously.
So to use that or he talks about a lot the 3-point shot being better and kind of disregards old basketball. I love this man. I hate to use him as an example, but it's one of the first things that came to mind as far as new guys to old guys. Also, old heads that are just hating because they dislike what the modern game has become, or they can't take the players for who they are and what they do in today's game.
Or they just somehow can't accept athletic evolution and that people are going to be better.
Yeah, and it's hard. I think in the NBA you see this a lot too with the generations and the league evolving so much. It's really hard to compare. Obviously, the NFL is that way as well. So you see this a lot with those comparisons because the games are so hard to compare to each other. But generational, downplaying other generations other than your own as a sports fan is something that I hate.
I like that one. That probably, if I was actually ranking these, I might have slid in the top 5. But my last one on top of my head would be, this pains me to say, but the alleged curse that Minnesota sports have.
Yeah.
It is I hate it. It's so annoying. It's so predictable. You lose a player, whatever team it is, you know that they're either going to win right away or they're going to become way better. Mm-hmm. What happens? The list goes on and on.
Yeah, we could sit here all day.
We could literally
drafting Flynn and Rubio back-to-back before Curry. Brett Favre throwing across the middle.
Twins making playoffs all the time but can't make it
21 straight playoff losses. 18. Brett Favre throwing across the middle when he could have limped 5 yards and throwing an interception.
Losing the game.
Just showing up for the NFC Championship, and all of a sudden we can't play against the Eagles anymore.
Right. Minneapolis Miracle, the one time where I'm like, oh my gosh, Minnesota didn't get screwed over, and the sports guys benefited us.
Instant turnaround. 1997. Hadn't missed a field goal the entire season and missed the game-winning field goal
in the NFC Championship.
Yeah. So I just, literally 4 Super Bowls in the 70s and never winning one. Having one of the all-time top 15, 20 quarterbacks, not winning a Super Bowl with them.
Wolves going like 20 years without making playoffs.
Yeah. KG. A transnational player getting us to 1 Western Conference Finals in his whole career because we couldn't do anything around him.
Because we just don't want to give him anything to work with.
Yep.
Yeah, like we said, this could literally be an entire episode. We literally talk for an hour straight about how much Minnesota gets screwed over. There's a curse, apparently, and it sucks. And I hope it gets put to rest soon because I hate it as a fan. Obviously, that's a biased hate, given we're Minnesota fans. But
give us a championship, y'all.
Yes, please. And something. If we were to win one, though, obviously,
easy.
Shout out Lynx. They've done it.
Yes.
Shout out
4
Lynx.
majors.
4 major sports we're talking. Who would you want to win first right now? Out of the 4.
That's not even hard. Vikes.
Sure. Okay, good. We're in agreement.
Vikes, Wolves, Twins, Wild.
I definitely would go Vikes, Wolves. I don't watch a lot of hockey, so I'll probably give the edge to the Twins there. But I do feel the pain of our fellow Wild fans where, we haven't even made the Stanley Cup. So
it's tough.
The Wolves haven't made the NBA Finals either. But I obviously like basketball more.
Agreed.
Well, that was it, Spinny. That was episode 20.
Now we're together.
We had a
in the face.
We had a barstool entrance today. I thought that was pretty sick.
What's barstool? Why are you talking about
who's
that
barstool? This is the only thing that matters right here.
HHS, baby.
Up in this corner. Wait. This corner.
No. Oh, that corner too? Nice.
Yeah, this corner.
You could have pointed either way because you got that or the thing on the screen. So either way, we love you, Hardy Hardos. Are we
Love
just going
you all.
Hardy Hardos now? We're just letting them pick. We're
I
just
always-
kinda going Duke.
I've recently been saying Hardys and Hardos because y'all can pick what you
H
want.
and H's. We love y'all.
We love y'all.
Peace out.
Hug your friends and family.
Hug your friends and family. Keep them close. Keep your pets spayed and neutered. And remember, bus sucks.
Get out of here.